Good afternoon, everyone. I'm the Wolfman. This is the Wolfman Warm-Up, sponsored by Wolf Brand Chili. So, my credentials, if you are interested in that kind of thing, are that I don't have any. I am a U.S. Army veteran. I was in Special Operations, not Special Forces, Special Operations, which is not as cool, but still pretty cool. I was in the 160th Special Operations Aviation Regiment. I wrestled for 8 years in high school, taken some mixed martial arts classes, Modern Army Combatives course, the Thor 3 training program. So I do not have a personal trainer certification or anything like that, but I know my way around the human body, and over the years I have developed this warm-up, which is basically designed to keep you from losing range of motion and to keep you from getting injured while training. I will say that I have been injured. I threw out my back so badly that I had to use a broomstick to hold myself up as I hobbled my way out of work, because the person I was working with, lifting an antenna mount plate, didn't do what we communicated doing, and I ended up overextended and my back got blown out. And now I'm back. I'm back to where I was before that injury. So, you know, I'm 39 years old. I'm flexible. I'm in good shape. I can walk, I can easily walk or run 6 miles and climb a tree. That's my goal. My long-term fitness goal in life is to be able to walk 6 miles and climb a tree the day before I die. So I feel like as a 94-year-old man, which is when I intend on exiting the planet, to be able to walk 6 miles and climb a tree, I'll be happy with that. I don't want to be one of these old people that can't move around. So I don't have credentials, but I know what I'm talking about, and if that doesn't satisfy you, you know how to get out of the video. But yeah, so okay. Every day, your body grows a little bit. Even if you are fully grown, you're over 26, 28, whatever, and you're not really developing anymore, the fascia and stuff in your joints continues to grow. And so we lose range of motion, use it or lose it. So if you don't go through your full range of motion every day, you'll lose just a microscopic amount of it, which is not a big deal on a day-by-day basis. But over the course of years of not moving, you'll go from being able to do this to being only able to do this. You slowly but surely lose your range of motion. So this, if you do this every day, means that the range of motion you have now, yes, it will get a little bit better. This isn't an extreme warm-up or anything that's going to increase your range of motion greatly, but it will keep you from losing any range of motion, and it will increase your range of motion just a little bit. So that's the range of motion exercises, the joint rotations. And then there are dynamic stretches, where you stretch your dynamic, meaning moving as opposed to static. So a static stretch is where you get into a stretch and you hold. Dynamic stretch, you stretch, you reach the limit, and you come back. It's a dynamic stretch. It's a warm-up. Dynamic stretches are very good for keeping you from getting injured. So I highly recommend that you do this every day, or some version of this every day. And then it doesn't really matter what workout you're getting ready to do. This is not a workout, it's a warm-up. So it'll keep you, if you do it every day and it's the only thing you do, it'll keep you from getting injured as easily, and it will keep you from losing your range of motion. If you've lost some range of motion, you're over 28 and you've lost some range of motion, you'll gain some of it back just by doing this, but that's not what this is designed for. If you really have lost a lot of range of motion, you need to do physical therapy and things like that and get your range of motion back. That's not what this is for. This is maintenance. This is a minimum requirement. Also, it's very gentle. Okay, so a few things to keep in mind. Each exercise, we're going to do it on each side in a balanced way. So if you do it on this side, you're going to do it on this side. Sometimes we might do them both at once, but you're going to be balanced. You're going to do everything on both sides. You're going to do, we do nine of everything. Intuitively, 9 feels good. I feel like you could get benefit from 3 or even just 1, but I feel like 9 feels good to me. The whole thing takes about 15 minutes from the time I stop running my gob and start actually doing the warm-up. Understand what pain feels like. So, you know, there is a pain to stretching. It's a good pain, and you should know what that feels like. You should know the difference between the kind of pain that you want to push through, the pleasant pain, and the kind of pain that's, oh, this is actually doing damage to my body. So if you feel that pain that says this is going to damage me, don't push through it. This is not a challenge. This is not a push yourself thing. This is a gentle warm-up. It's meant to keep you from getting injured, so don't push through anything that doesn't feel right. There may be some pain, and if, you know, this is not to train you, the difference between good pain and bad pain. If you don't understand the difference between good pain and bad pain, then just stop when you feel pain. This isn't supposed to hurt. And if it does hurt, it should be that good, stretchy kind of pain, not like, ooh, that might be damaging my joints kind of pain. So do not go faster than you feel comfortable with. Don't try to keep up with me. I'm a little warmed up today. I've been loose. I've been moving. I've been doing stuff. But you should be able to wake up cold, get out of bed, and do this warm-up and be fluid by the time you get done with it. So don't try to keep up with me if I'm moving a little bit too fast for you. Slow it down. You don't have to do the full 9. If you do 7 on one side and 9 on the other, even though it bothers me to be out of balance, if both sides are not equal, you might need more on one side than the other. So don't worry too much about the count. Don't push through any pain that feels bad, for sure. You know, if you're not comfortable, don't do it, and do not go faster or harder than you want to. So like I might be going like this, right? And you might hurt yourself doing that. So you might do the same motion, but just like so, right? If you feel stiff, just go like that. And then the other reason why I like 9, this reminds me, the other reason why I like 9 is because if you are very stiff, you can do the first 3 real slow, like that. Okay, there's 3. Now we can move a little quicker. Now we've moved through it, so we're not going to hurt ourselves in that second 3. And now we can really throw it out there and get all of it with the next 3. So that's another reason why I chose 9, is because you can go very slow and be particular about getting the full movement with the first 3, and then you can do the second 3 at like a medium pace, and then you can do the third 3 like fast, and by the end of it you should be like ready to dance, hopping and popping. So yeah, so it's a mix of dynamic stretching and joint rotations. I'm going to start at the ankles, work my way all the way to the top. I have kind of a loose order that this goes in, but I don't do it in the same order every time. I should remember everything. I'm trying to say everything that I've got to say before I walk back to the spot where you can see my whole body, because the sound is better up here. But I think that pretty much covers it. So without further ado, let's warm up. So we start with the ankles. Ankle rotation. Other direction. Switch legs. Feel free to put a foot down, catch your balance anytime you need to. Feel free to lean against a wall or a tree or a cane or whatever. I like to challenge my balance with this. I feel like if you can, you should, but you don't have to. You'll still get the rotation even if you're leaned up against something. You get the additional benefit of challenging your balance if you're out in the open air. Wearing tennis shoes makes it easier to balance, or makes it, easier to balance. Barefoot's a little more difficult. On hard ground, easier to balance. On soft ground or carpet, more difficult. So if you really want to challenge yourself, go barefoot on carpet. If your balance is jacked, maybe go tennis shoes on hard surfaces. Anyway. Also, eyes open, easier to balance, and pick something to focus your eyes on. That helps with the balance. Okay, that's ankles. Knee rotations. Reverse. And 9. Switch legs. Okay, ankles, knees. Next, I'm going to do lower back dynamic stretch. It's focused on the lower back, but it's the whole back of the legs and the whole back of your body, really. And so I'm going to touch my toes as close as possible, and if this is as far as you can go, that's fine, but you go down, and then you go up. And if this is as far as you go up, that's fine. So you go down, again, don't go too fast, and remember to keep a little bend in your knees so you don't pass out if you're prone to that kind of thing. But you reach down as far as you can reach, and then you reach up. You are more flexible on the exhale than you are on the inhale. Inhaling naturally tightens the muscles. So when you're reaching the end of your stretch, you kind of want to be breathing out for all these, the stretching ones. Okay, so that's ankles, knees. Let's do hips. Just bring it around town. 1, 9, and go the other direction. If you can remember to breathe and smile, that's good. Okay, now we're going to do another lower back spine. This is a joint rotation, and it's, I want to say 6 count. So outside, 1, 2, 3. This is kind of a combination. It's a dynamic stretch as well as a joint rotation. That's 3, 4, 5, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. any of these where you're touching the ground, if you can't touch the ground, extended fingers is good. If you start touching the ground, curl your fingers, make fists, and if you can put your fists, then go flat palms. If you can go put flat palms on the ground, then try to touch your elbows. It's not about getting to the goal, it's about not stopping yourself, because if you're flexible enough to put your hands flat on the ground, then you're not pushing the edge of your range of motion. So if I can put my hands flat on the ground, which at the moment I cannot, sometimes I can, but right now I'm not quite that warm, then to do this, okay, so, but I can touch here. So you can see, I'm not going as far as I can go. So my fingers, I go a little farther, fists, a little further. Yeah, and so if I did a few of these, then I wouldn't be getting much benefit out of it once I'm planting. So I want to go to palms. If I can do palms, then I want to go elbows. It's not about making the elbows actually make contact. It's actually about, if you start to make your goal, then you know you need something more difficult. So that's that. Okay, we've done all of that. Now we'll do a twist, right? Plant your feet, a little bounce, a little lower, soften knees. I like to go here and then go further. One, two. Hear my knees popping? That's fine. Okay. Now, very similar motion. You're meant to feel this in your hip flexors. Lean back and then put your hip out, and you should feel it stretch right here. So one. Seven, 8, and 9. Okay, there's hip flexors. Do a twist for the neck. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And 9. Now, I'm going to stretch my neck. Dynamic stretches for the neck. I'm doing a 5-pointed star. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that fifth one is 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. So you get the stretch along this way, gets the left shoulder, you get the stretch along this way, gets the back of the neck, the right shoulder. This way gets the side of the neck, front of the neck. Careful when you do this, you may cramp. So take it easy. Notice there's a slight twist when you come forward. And if you forget the pattern, as long as you hit all 5 points, you're fine. Okay. I'll do just a standard neck roll. 9 and 9. That's 9. start to get dizzy, you can stop. Don't push through. This is meant to be gentle. Eyes open makes it easier to balance. So if you start to get dizzy, open your eyes. Or lean against something, sit down. Don't hurt yourself, is the point. All right, so that's all the way up. Let's go ahead and do shoulders. We're going to do big shoulder rolls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and back. Oh, I'm going to do for the rotor cuff and the pectoral muscles. There are 3 bands to the rotor cuff. There's one here, there's one here, and there's one here. So I'll start with these. Try to keep your arms loose. And across horizontally. Release all unnecessary tension. And then like you're trying to get somebody's attention from far away. Okay, now, elbow rotations. Other way. Wrists. I like to do thumbs and fingers separately personally, but you can do them all together if you want. Especially for mechanics, this is important. And fingers. Of course, you can do thumbs, fingers, and wrists all at once. That's fine. I just like to separate them personally. Okay, so that, yes, that is all of the joint rotations. There are a couple of dynamic stretches left, just to make sure that we've warmed up the entire body. So I'm going to start with kind of like a punch, right? All the way out with this arm. The other arm goes all the way back. 2, 3, you're rotating. This isn't hard. It's just about going through the full range of motion. I've lost count, but who cares? Probably about 9. That's probably about 18. Okay, now we're going to do like running. Go all the way up, and then this one goes all the way back. All the way back, all the way back. Again, none of this is hard. It's not meant to be hard. It's meant to keep you from getting injured. It's meant to go through your full range of motion, warm the body fully up. So, that's the upper body. Yes. This one is called the bull. You don't have to rotate. I'm just trying to show it to you from all angles. And this is a dynamic stretch, so you're kind of throwing it up there. But when you do the first 3, just go through the motion. And then when you do the second 3, go kind of fast. And then if you feel good and you feel warm, just really whip it up there and let the weight do some stretching for you. That's the bull. Do one for the groin. Pull your pants up if you need to. Pants don't get in the way. Step out. You can go much wider than this. Just reach down, touch. If you can touch easily, then spread your legs further, or switch to a fist. You don't want to actually touch. Again. You should feel this all in here. The last one that we have is the back of the calves and the back of the legs. This one is called the elephant swears fealty. Put your leg out like so. Put your foot pointed up. Bend at the waist. That's one. Switch. One. And feel it all in here. Two. Three. Here's one more. Calf raises or calf jumps if you're feeling froggy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And you should be warmed up. Again, it's not meant to be hard. This is very gentle. This is to keep you from injuring yourself, not to injure yourself with. So, good luck.